Mr. Craig Johnson, President of the California Association of Enterprise Zones, will be discussing how the GT programs are locally administered.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak today. I am Craig Johnson. I'm president of the California Association of Enterprise Zones, and CAEZ, as we're known, appreciates the committee taking up this topic and setting aside time to learn more about the Enterprise Zone program and how it serves as the cornerstone for California's economic development and recovery strategy. Particularly during a recession, as we're in right now, with declining business investments and plunging revenues, the Enterprise Zone program serves as a lifeline to California businesses. It helps them endure this downturn and facilitate their eventual growth and recovery. Retaining and creating jobs is of paramount concern, not only here in Sacramento, but all across the state. And Enterprise Zones do exactly that. The Enterprise Zone benefits are targeted to assist the vulnerable, the disadvantaged, and the underserved, and help them find employment in their communities. The program has a broad reach across the state. With 42 zones, it benefits communities both urban, rural, coastal, inland. No two zones look exactly alike. No two zones are administered exactly alike. They're administered to take advantage of what their communities have to offer. However, the program's incentives significantly benefit businesses in all of these areas across the state. As Director Jacobs mentioned just a moment ago, there has been research that shows that poverty levels have declined, unemployment has decreased, household incomes have increased in Enterprise Zone areas, and I'm sure you'll hear more about that this morning. There is great recognition regarding the utility and efficacy of the Enterprise Zone program. In the most recent round of new zone designations, HCD received 15 applications for 4 open zone slots. These applications represent an enormous investment in time and resources by local communities that understand the value of the zone benefits to their local economies. These communities are desirous of an Enterprise Zone designation because it will enable them to increase economic development and job creation locally and benefit their communities in substantive ways. We've seen increasing emphasis by elected officials, your colleagues, on using the Enterprise Zone program as a tool for California's recovery. The program is the centerpiece of the state's recovery and development effort, which has been showcased by recent efforts to keep specific employers in California by extending easy incentives. For example, the NUMMI plant in Fremont is in danger of being shut down, taking with it 4,700 union jobs and millions of dollars in annual economic activity, including affecting hundreds of automotive suppliers and their employees. Local and state representatives have rallied around the Enterprise Zone program as a means of making it viable for that plant to remain in Fremont and remain in California. Another recent example is the Bayer manufacturing facility in Berkeley. There's a real danger that the company's executives may decide to begin dismantling that plant and laying off their 1,350 employees. There has been an overwhelming response by local officials, including a resolution just approved by the Oakland City Council to expand the Enterprise Zone boundaries to include the Bayer facility. Easy incentives significantly bring down the cost of doing business in California and make cities here more competitive with other states which actively court our California companies and remind them that California has the highest corporate tax rate of the western states, coupled with the second highest workers' compensation rates in the nation. There is also a significant ripple effect in business activity. If employers such as NUMMI and Bayer leave California, there are countless other businesses that will suffer, resulting in even more layoffs. Through its direct and indirect benefits, the Enterprise Zone program is the state's best remedy for struggling businesses, large and small. As Director Jacobs mentioned, in 2006, AB 1550 enacted several reforms to enhance the reporting and accountability of zones. And at this point, it appears premature to consider new reforms before there's time to realize the effectiveness of its implementation. I believe the Enterprise Zone program should be enhanced and strengthened in order to help stimulate California's economic recovery. By enhancing the program's appeal and relevancy in new communities, the program can have an even larger effect on California's economy. It represents the best return on investment for the state. It helps create new jobs, stable businesses, and new taxpayers, thereby strengthening the state's general fund and serving as a beacon for our state's economic recovery. I want to thank you once again for inviting me this morning.
Well, thank you, Mr. Johnson, for speaking.